Hey everybody, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. I know I've been MIA for a few days. I'm sorry. I have just been consumed with the Nancy Guthrie case. Oh my God, my heart is breaking for that family. It is just devastating. So I don't know what it is, but I got drawn in and I've been following the case. It has just been brutal. So I apologize, but on a better note, you can see my arm. And this one is, I'm trying to get a better, it's not even, it's still a little bit bumpy, but it's not, I mean, it looks more red in the camera than it actually is. So, and my hands are fine. It's just basically this one spot. And I have two spots, one on my upper stomach and one on my leg. But other than that, guys, knock on wood, it is getting better. So, I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe it's not the resin. I don't know. I still didn't get my sleeves. So I'm just gonna, kind of take it day by day. If I flare up, then I'll just have to, and the other thing is I've been opening my door to my room, because I have a small studio, and I think, especially being winter and stuff, there's just not as much airflow. So in fact, I'm going to do that right now so I don't forget. And I'm going to put my air purifier on high, because I've been running that on high instead of medium. So, all right, enough of the chit chat here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do another frog plant pot, but I'm going to try coloring it in the glow-in-the-dark powders. These are from Let's Resin. They're glow-in-the-dark pigment. And I don't know, like, if I brush the frog with a green and then the flowers with a different color, are they going to glow without, like, making the whole jar glow? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to try it. I'm like, well, let's just try it. So I'm going to use the green for the frog. This is the green that I'm going to use. Green glow-in-the-dark powder. And I'm going to use the gold for the flowers. I might take another color too. I'm not 100% sure. But we're going to try it, right? It can't hurt to try. But I'm thinking maybe I should do the spots in a different color. Let me see. Maybe we can do the spots in purple. So I'm just going to pop the lid off. And I'm going to use this more of a rounded brush. Actually, let me try a Q-tip. Now, I don't even know if this is going to color it. Well, I know that ain't. Hang on here. So, yeah, has anybody else been following that case? All right, that is not going to work. Let me try this one. don't know, guys. You know what? I'm just going to do it all in the green because it's going to be, those little spots are just going to be, it's going to be too hard. So let me get my switching sponge here. And, all right, let's go with the green. I'm sure, oh, there ain't much, but let's give it a shot here. So I know this whole piece here is part of the frog. And then my other thing is I don't know, like color-wise, because this is a matte mold. So I don't know, by using the glow powders, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to use a lighter color. So maybe we will just, you know, pick like a matching color or something that will make it pop. And if it doesn't, you know, and if it doesn't work and it doesn't show, then I'll have to hand paint it. But I'm like, how cute would this be, you know, with just a little frog glowing amongst the plants at night? I think that would be kind of cool. All right, so it looks like I've got all of him. And I'll just do the cleanup after. So I know the green and the yellow usually show the best. Maybe let's try doing the centers with this orange. Oh, I've never even used this orange, so. And then we are going to do the base all at the same time. So this takes 6 ounces. This coaster takes like 4, so I'll mix 10 just to make sure that we have enough. Let's see if I can. I'm going to try one of the eyeshadow brushes to see. Maybe it won't even show, but we're going to, I'm just trying to get the center. And I'm not gonna do the leaves. I'm just gonna do like the frog and the flowers and see how that ends up coming out. All right, let's see. Did I miss any? Because I know last time I almost missed a flower. No, I think I got them. All right. And I have just a little bit of cleanup on this. All right. So, and we're gonna do the yellow. So hopefully the yellow and the orange will show up. I don't know, but we will find out. I'm having a feeling it might not, but so what I'll probably end up doing is doing this in like a pastel kind of color. maybe like I don't know, a light purple or something. I'll be able to tell more once I flip this the other way around. So, and I'm just gonna go right over that center, just in case. All right, so I think that's all I'm gonna do to color that in. And now let's try to clean up here. You know, and then I was like, well, do I just do like another color and make the whole thing glow in the dark? But I want to see if by brushing it on, if we can get anything to glow. I don't know. That is the million-dollar question. So I know I got a little bit in some of these, but yeah, we'll just, all right. Oh, I almost forgot this part here. Now I will get some spots on the inside of this when I flip this back around. I know that, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna just call that good. I'm gonna flip him around. Okay, so the color does show through. I'm hoping this works, guys. This would be really cool. Okay, so the other thing that I have to do is I want to make sure this, and my mold is stained from those intense colors that I had put. But I wanted to make sure that was clean so that I can do my my hole for the bottom. There we go. And let's see. Do we do the base in a color? Let's do we'll just cover the base in this yellow green, and see, and that way maybe the pot will help illuminate as well. I don't know, guys. I'm just kind of grasping here. So I'm gonna use my bigger brush. And like I said, I've never tried covering a mold with the glow powder. I don't see why it wouldn't work, but you never know. It is a different, it's a grainier mica powder for sure. But, you know, we will see. I just tapped it out. Good enough. So let me get my my 10 ounces of resin mixed up, and let's figure out a color that we want. I'll get it mixed up and then I'll mix the color in and we'll go from there. Okay, so I ended up mixing up 11 ounces just to be sure. Even though I have 6 written on this, I'm like, let's just be a little sure of ourselves. So I pulled this grass green out. So hopefully it's light enough that it's not gonna mess up our glow colors. Just put some alcohol on the end of that. And I pulled out a new spatula. I mean a scraper thing here. I'm just kind of scraping that off. And I'm going to take a paper towel, just wipe the bulk of it off, and then spray it with, I use 91% alcohol, guys, and I haven't had a problem. So, and it's a lot cheaper than the 99. I know I can't afford as much alcohol I go through when I'm doing resin. Yeah, I could not afford to get 99%. That is just me. You guys do you. All right, so let's get the sides and the bottom. And then I will break it up. We'll put it through the Let's Resin Debubbler. So yeah, I have no clue, guys. I have not been contacted by any of my reps. So I don't know. Maybe I wasn't doing a good enough job. I don't know. But, you know, Let's Resin and Bond Craftor are still my 2 favorites as far as like resins and powders go. And I absolutely love the Resiners curing machine. I do use that almost every time I do a resin project. So let's take a little cup because I want to make sure this does mix up. And we're just going to pour a little bit of alcohol in here. And then we'll mix our powder. So I'm gonna do the base and the thing in the same color. But I'm hoping that we get a different look because of the glow powder on the bottom here. Because my daughter has so many plants. I'd like to get her a couple of different ones. I'm gonna put just a little bit more. I mean, we can always add more, but... And this just helps break down the mica powder. But as I'm thinking of it now, I'm like, crap. I'm wondering if the glow powder would dissolve in here as well. So maybe the next video, we will try that. All right, so got alcohol drips everywhere. Oh, that is a pretty, and it's a light color. But I do want to make sure that it's opaque. And right now I can tell that it is not going to be opaque. So we're going to wipe this and I'm going to mix up another good hefty scoop there. And let's put some alcohol. And even if you do over pour, it will dissipate. All right, so I'm gonna actually do this. And that way we can kind of scrape whatever else is on the side and bottom. All right, that is gonna be good enough. I'm gonna take my big stick here and let's give this a good stir. Now, I know from the last one that I've got to be more diligent with the flowers because we did get a few little tiny bubbles, but yeah, okay, I think that's going to be good. All right, so I've got 11 ounces, so I just hate wasting cups. All right, so we'll split it this way, and I'm gonna put these two through the debubbler, and then I will be back and we will get this poured. And it's still a little bit on the see-through side, but I think it's gonna be okay. We'll hope. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got this ran through the debubbler. I thought that was something, it's just something on my mold. All right, we're gonna start with this one, and I'm going to kind of run it along where these flowers are. So I'm going to try to and just kind of go back and forth like over those flower areas and see if we can just make sure we have no little bubbles in there. And I'm gonna do the frog, try to get it in as like where his little toes are. All right, I think, and oh, I didn't even look to see how much was in here. I'm thinking it was like 4 ounces. Actually, I can still, it was 3. So there was 3 ounces in here. And I did put some white gloves because I took my gloves off while I was waiting for my debubbler. For some reason, the gloves, when my hands start itching, start sweating, my hands start burning. So I'm starting to think that even though these are latex free, it could be an allergy to whatever the gloves are made out of. I don't know. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna put the white gloves, plus your hands are all sweaty. So I went up, I washed my hands, and then I came down and I put the white ones on underneath. So guys, I'm trying everything I can possibly do to make sure I don't get another breakout. All right. And just gonna try to like tap where those flowers are. Let's see. Because I don't want to poke too much because I don't want to take the powder away. All right. We'll go with that, and then when I move it over to the curing thing, well, actually, I'll just top it off because I'm going to give it a good hour. What time is it? I can't see my thing. So I'm going to let this sit for at least an hour before I move it to my curing machine. All right. So I have got like 2 ounces left. And what do we have? Let's do this little owl, but let's try the glow in the dark powder in this green. We'll mix the green in with this green, and we'll have a glowing owl. All right, whoa. So I got a couple bubbles there. Go ahead and pop, guys. All right, so let's get a little cup, put some alcohol. To find my alcohol. All right, so we're gonna, all right, so this is gonna just about, yeah, we're just gonna use the rest of it. So that'll take care of the green out of that kit. Because this powder is so grainy, maybe this is the solution. It seemed to have dissolved it really well. So we'll pour it in. And we'll see how she does. And I know I'm gonna have to find another mold, because I don't think this one's gonna, it's not gonna use all of this, that's for sure. Oh, well, I may be wrong. I was totally wrong. Wow, that was a good one. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to find something else. So I'm like thinking really quick, what can I have? And it is going to be perfect. What do I got in there? I got something. All right. Will you stop going in there? All right. I'm going to use this. I'm going to spray this down. All right, now I have got a nice clean spatula. I'm leaving the alcohol because I'm gonna fill my bottle up here. So let's get the bulk of this out. And I have a wipe here on the side. So once I spray it again, then I'll use the wipe and it will be all clean. All right, so just spray. And then we'll just wipe it out. We got a nice, we're all ready for another pour. I am going to try to come down tonight and get another project going in the same day. And hopefully I can get to that. Oop, we're leaking over here. Shouldn't have sprayed it with the alcohol is what I shouldn't have done, because I got it pretty well topped off here. All right, so I got my, because I know this is still going to be sticky, so I'm going to fill my bottle now so that I'm not touching, which I don't think it's the epoxy that I'm allergic to. I just think it's the fumes. So by keeping my door open, and I think I needed to let it heal more. I was trying to push the envelope too close, so we will see. But, I'm keeping the faith, guys. All right, so I will be back when these are ready to demold, and we will see if our frog and our flowers glow in the dark in our little pot here. Alrighty, guys. And one good thing too with doing this, then if I do touch something, I have these on my hands, so we'll see. Okay, guys, so these are done. They're cured. I don't, like I said, this one I know will glow, but I don't know if the other ones will. But he came out really cute. All right, so let's get this out. Like I said, I don't know if the glow powders being brushed on are going to work. I don't know. All right, so let's get this trimmed. All right. All right, so I think we've got all that off. So, I mean, it's nothing spectacular. It's a base, you know. So let's go ahead and see if we have, oh, I'm seeing a little bit of different color here. Hang on. All right. So this, pop that out. And let me just go around this just a little bit. I mean, it was in the curing machine. It has cooled. Still, you know, a little tender. Not much. But I want to get that off while I can. So, in the comments right now, while I'm cleaning this up, let me know if you think it worked. Are we going to be able to see where we put that glow powder? All right, so this is our frog. So you can see there is definitely a difference between where I covered it and I didn't. The same with the flowers. They're a little bit different. So let me, oh, and I don't think I have any good greens. That is, these are the metallic ones. I do have, oh, and my finger did split open, but that's okay. All right, so let's just get like a different green on our like grass pieces, I guess you would want to call them. And these are metallic. I couldn't find them the other day, but this is the brand. Metallic Craftwork Pen. So I'm just going to, and then I'll just clean up where I'm making a mess. I just took chicken Kiev out of the oven. I do have a couple bubbles here, but the flowers don't have any bubbles, so that's a plus. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go down, finish my project, and then I will throw some baked potatoes in, and we will have dinner. So in these matte molds, make it look like it's a frosted look. So like I said, there's a few little bubbles in some of this grass stuff. There's a little piece there, a little piece there. Oh, all right, I will have a little cleanup to do, not a big deal. It cleans up pretty good with alcohol. But I did want these leaves to kind of stand out a little bit. Now, I thought about coloring them in first, but I'm like, well, we did that the first time, so let's try a different way this time. And thank you guys for all the new subs. I so appreciate it. Now, there are a few little ones in there. I'm not going to worry about getting every one of them. I just want to get some of these more prominent ones that will stand out, you know, to make this piece look a little bit better. This is Thursday when I'm doing this. I'm going to try, if I can get it to load before like 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, it will be out. If not, it will be out on Friday. And I'm just gonna do, just gonna go like around this little area here. All right, I think that is all that I'm going to do with this color. And then I'm just going to take this light gold and we'll just kind of, I don't know, lighten the centers up a little tiny bit. See, it's just enough that it, you know, it makes it pop. It stands out a little bit. So let's just do this gold on these like little spots on this little frog, because these are what make him stand out, in my opinion. And this is, it's like, it's not a bright gold, and that's why I'm using this particular one, because I could use the you know, like the chrome, the shiny gold one, but I don't want it to be bam in your face. I just want to give a hint of a color on these little toad spots. All right, and we got one here. These ones are a little bit more faint. So I'm just going to just paint in a few. There's not even any spots, but just so it's, you know, it's got something different. It's not a subtle, you know, it's a subtle, it's nothing major. Let's see, what color is this? All right, this is like a dark. Let's do his eyes and his nose with this. And that way we're just using one type of marker. And I'm hoping and praying that this will glow in the dark. So just gonna Give him some color on his little eyes here. And in his little nostrils. Just, you know, something to make him stand out. Nothing too big. All right. So I think that is going to do it. Now, so this is going to sit on this. So my hopes is that the frog and the flowers glow. And this should glow for sure. Let me see. I've got this, I don't know, bronzy color. Now the whole thing should glow, but I'm going to just give this branch a little bit of color. And I believe this would be part of that branch as well. So let's give that a little bit of color. All right, now we're gonna go back to that darker, it's like I don't know, like a charcoal gray. And let's do his little claws. And I'm not gonna fill them in. I'm just enough where it looks like they're claws. And we'll do his beak. And that way it's not like a stark black. It's just a darker color so that it stands out. And let's do his little, give him some little dark pupils. All right, and I have just a few little areas to touch up. So let's and I'm just getting that purple off. I'm gonna try to reuse this stick here, this little. All right, so that is off. And let's see, I know we had right here a few little areas. I mean, there wasn't a lot, but a couple. All right, I think that is gonna do it. Now, you guys that have been following me for a while, you know I can't shut my light off down here, so I need to bring these up and put them in my office and take some pictures. So that is what I'm going to do now and see if they glow. And I know this one will, you know, because we put the glowing powder in it. Now we could also, on him, where did I put that? I can't even find it. Where's my rubbing buff? Guess we're not going to use the Rough and Buff because I can't find where I put it. I've been moving stuff around. Yeah, and I can't find where I put it. I put it somewhere where it would be more visible, and it's more invisible. All right, so let me take these up. We'll put them in the dark, and let's see if these are going to glow.